Welcome, seekers of the unknown, to another episode of Enigmas and Mysteries. Today, we delve into a world where beauty, power, and tragedy collide. These are the tales of cursed objects, relics of the past that carry misfortune and suffering to those who dare to possess them. From priceless diamonds to haunted dolls, each of these items is shrouded in darkness, leaving a trail of tragedy behind. But are these tales merely coincidences, or do these objects truly carry a sinister curse? Join us as we uncover the stories behind these 5 most cursed objects in history. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, as we unravel the secrets that lie just beneath the surface of the ordinary. And remember, the truth is often more terrifying than fiction. Always question and seek deeper understanding. Our journey begins with a seemingly innocent item, a doll. But Annabelle is no ordinary plaything. She is known as one of the most haunted dolls in the world. Her story begins in the 1970s when a mother purchased the doll as a gift for her daughter, Donna, a nursing student. It wasn't long before Donna and her roommate Angie noticed strange occurrences in their apartment. Annabelle would appear in different positions and rooms, even though no one had moved her. Sometimes they found handwritten notes saying, "Help me," in childish script, yet neither of them had left these notes. Terrified, the women contacted a psychic who claimed that the spirit of a little girl named Annabelle Higgins had attached itself to the doll. Moved by sympathy, Donna allowed the spirit to stay, believing it meant no harm. But soon, the activity took a darker turn. Their friend Lou experienced terrifying visions of the doll attacking him, feeling paralyzed as the doll seemed to climb up his chest. One night, he awoke with deep claw marks across his chest, marks that burned and faded mysteriously. In desperation, Donna sought the help of renowned paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren. They quickly determined that the doll was not inhabited by a child spirit, but by a demonic entity using the guise to manipulate the women. The Warrens explained that the spirit sought to possess one of them, and that it would have done so if they hadn't acted in time. They performed a binding ritual to contain the entity and took the doll to their occult museum, where it remains to this day, locked inside a glass case marked with a warning, "Positively do not open." Even so, the doll's dark power endures. According to the Warrens, a visitor who mocked Annabelle while tapping on the glass later died in a tragic motorcycle accident. His last words, reportedly, were that he had seen something in the rearview mirror, a figure with Annabelle's eyes. Was Annabelle truly possessed by an evil spirit? Or is she merely a vessel for something far darker, something that preys on the fear of those who dare to come close? The doll's presence remains a chilling reminder that sometimes the most terrifying things come in the most innocent forms. Next, we travel to the glittering world of wealth and power, to the story of a diamond that has brought misfortune to almost everyone who has owned it, the Hope Diamond. With a weight of 45.52 carats and a striking blue hue, this diamond's beauty is matched only by the dark legends that follow it. Originating from India, it is said that the diamond was stolen from the eye of a statue of the Hindu goddess Sita, and in doing so, a curse was unleashed upon it. Its journey through history is littered with tragedies. One of its first owners, King Louis XIV of France, met a grisly end, as did nearly every member of his family. The diamond passed through various hands, each new owner experiencing terrible fates, bankruptcy, ruin, and sudden death. One of the most famous victims of the Hope Diamond's curse was Marie Antoinette, who, along with King Louis XVI, was beheaded during the French Revolution. Legend says that the diamond, like a silent observer, witnessed their downfall. Eventually, the diamond found its way to the wealthy Washington socialite, Evelyn Walsh McLean. Despite her initial belief that the diamond would bring her good fortune, her life was marred by tragedy after acquiring it. Her young son died in a car accident, her daughter succumbed to a drug overdose, and her husband left her, descending into madness before his eventual death in a sanatorium. The family's fortune dwindled, and Evelyn spent her final years in despair, convinced that the diamond was to blame. Today, the Hope Diamond rests behind thick glass in the Smithsonian Museum, where it draws millions of curious onlookers. But even in its secure setting, some believe that its curse still lingers, ready to strike anyone who dares to covet its beauty. Is the Hope Diamond truly cursed, or has it become a scapegoat for the misfortunes that accompany great wealth and power? For our next cursed object, we venture back to the chilling tale of a simple wooden chair, Busby's stoop chair. Thomas Busby, a convicted murderer, is said to have cursed this chair with his dying breath. In 1702, just before his execution for murdering his father-in-law, Busby declared that anyone who sat in his chair would meet a gruesome death. Years passed, and the chair remained in the inn where Busby had been captured, becoming a local curiosity. But soon, strange accidents and deaths began to be linked to it. During World War II, soldiers who sat in the chair for a drink before leaving on missions never returned. A delivery man who rested on it died in a car accident just hours later. The stories piled up, and each one seemed to confirm the curse. A roofer who sat in the chair fell to his death the same day. The inn's owners, growing fearful, eventually donated the chair to the Thirsk Museum in North Yorkshire. It now hangs from the ceiling, ensuring that no one can ever sit in it again. Yet the legend endures, and many still believe that Busby's curse lies in wait, biding its time for anyone foolish enough to challenge it. Could a simple chair truly hold the power to cause death? Or is this story just a coincidence amplified by superstition? Regardless, Busby's stoop chair serves as a reminder that even the most mundane objects can become symbols of terror. Our next tale of cursed riches brings us to the Koh-i-Noor diamond, a jewel steeped in blood and betrayal. This diamond, originally from India, has changed hands countless times through conquests, each new ruler meeting a tragic fate. Legends say that the Koh-i-Noor is cursed for men, bringing ruin and death to any male who possesses it, while women may safely wield its power. The diamond was seized by the British East India Company in the mid-19th century and presented to Queen Victoria. Since then, it has remained in the British crown jewels, now adorning the crowns of queens and consorts. But the controversy over its rightful ownership persists, with India, Pakistan, and Afghanistan all laying claim to it. Meanwhile, the legends of the Koh-i-Noor's curse have faded, but whispers remain of its dark history and the bloodshed it has witnessed. Is the Koh-i-Noor a symbol of imperial greed, or does it hold a curse that has brought despair to those who have tried to claim it? The diamond remains locked away, but its past is a testament to the cost of power. Finally, we travel back in time to the sands of Egypt, where the most famous curse of all lies buried beneath the pyramids, Tutankhamun's tomb. When British archaeologist Howard Carter discovered the tomb in 1922, it was an archaeological triumph. But soon after, a series of mysterious deaths among those who entered the tomb led to whispers of an ancient curse meant to protect the pharaoh. The first to die was Lord Carnarvon, Carter's financier, who succumbed to blood poisoning shortly after the tomb was opened. Newspapers sensationalized the story, and more deaths followed. Assistants, museum workers, and even Carter's canary, which was supposedly killed by a cobra, a symbol of the Egyptian monarchy. While many scientists dismiss the curse as a myth, attributing the deaths to natural causes, others believe that disturbing the resting place of the pharaoh brought supernatural retribution. Even Carter himself would later experience years of misfortune, leading some to wonder if the curse had taken its toll on him as well. Whether truth or superstition, the legend of Tutankhamun's curse endures, a chilling reminder of the mysteries that lie hidden beneath the sands. As we conclude our journey through the world of cursed objects, we are left with more questions than answers. What dark forces might be at play, and why do these objects continue to haunt those who encounter them? Perhaps the true power of these cursed items lies not in their ability to cause harm, but in their ability to inspire fear, to remind us that some mysteries are better left untouched. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the shadows, Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more chilling stories. And remember, always question and seek deeper understanding.